Nicki Minaj's husband pleaded guilty to failing to register as a sex offender. Kenneth Petty was convicted of attempted rape of a 16-year-old girl in 1995.
She supports a dude that is on the Epstein list 1,000 times. She's actually married to a registered offender.
And that brings me back to our great president and this administration.
Y'all think that she is just trying to get her brother and her hubby pardoned out of jail by Donald Trump?
This whole Nicki Minaj situation just took another wild turn, and now comedian D.L. Hughley has jumped straight into the conversation. Hughley is now echoing what a lot of people online have been whispering for weeks, that Nicki might be getting friendly with Donald Trump for a very strategic reason. The theory spreading across social media claims she could be hoping for some kind of presidential pardon connected to her brother's criminal case.
Nicki Minaj's brother and his attorneys thought he would be walking out of court a free man today. Jelani Mirage was convicted last November of repeatedly an 11-year-old girl,
while also wanting help dealing with her husband's legal registry status. And according to people pushing this theory, if anyone has the power to make something like that happen, it would be Trump himself. Now, to be clear, none of this has been proven. It's all speculation swirling online. But once people started lining up the timeline, the situation began looking a little strange to fans watching closely. For years, Nicki openly criticized Trump and made it clear she didn't support him at all. Old posts and interviews show her throwing sharp shade his way more than once. That's why people are confused now.
Dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president.
Suddenly, Nicki is out here calling Trump a role model for men, which has left a lot of followers scratching their heads. Just months ago, she was criticizing him on X for pardoning Desiree Perez from Roc Nation, but now the tone seems totally different. So critics online are asking the obvious question, what changed so fast? Some think Nicki is acting out of desperation, while others believe there's a bigger strategy behind this sudden political switch. Either way, Hughley stepping into the conversation has only poured more attention on the situation, and fans are watching every move closely.
She supports a dude that is on the Epstein list 1,000 times. She's actually married to a registered She shouldn't be able to watch Jason Kidd or listen to Kid and Play or New Kids on the Block. Hell, she got to walk around the aisle with Cabbage Patch Kids on it. And she damn sure should stay away from Sour Patch.
Now let's get into what D.L. Hughley actually said after watching Nicki Minaj appear to get friendly with Donald Trump supporters and political figures like Erica Kirk. During a conversation at the AmFest event last weekend, Nicki suddenly launched into a speech about how the MAGA movement is focused on protecting children. She claimed that keeping kids safe is something she personally cares deeply about, and she spoke with a lot of emotion while saying it. That speech instantly set social media on fire.
I talked to Donald Trump, and I told him that you were performing tonight. I asked him if he was a fan of yours.
Oh.
What do you think he said?
He probably said, "Who's that?"
No, he didn't.
Critics quickly pointed out that Nicki talking about protecting children struck many people as extremely ironic when you look at the controversial legal history connected to some of the men in her life. And that's exactly the point D.L. Hughley hammered home in a video reacting to the clip. D.L. didn't hold back at all. He said Nicki is the last person who should be lecturing anyone about protecting children, considering the situation involving her husband's legal restrictions. In his response video, D.L. bluntly argued that Nicki shouldn't be posting about kids at all because, according to him, her husband legally has to keep a significant distance from them. Then Hughley came back with another video and doubled down on his criticism. Meanwhile, online speculation kept growing louder. Some fans now believe Nicki's sudden MAGA alignment could also be connected to her brother, who is currently serving a 25-year prison sentence. Interestingly, Nicki almost never brings him up publicly anymore. And many observers think that silence is very intentional. The controversy around Jelani Mirage is one of the main reasons critics are now questioning Nicki Minaj so heavily. Jelani was convicted in a New York court for a serious crime involving his young stepdaughter. During the trial, the victim testified that the abuse happened repeatedly over a long period of time, sometimes several times in the same day.
I don't want what was done to little black girls done to little white girls. I don't want it done to any girls.
Investigators later presented physical evidence in court, including DNA that prosecutors said linked Jelani directly to the case. In January 2020, the court handed down a sentence of 25 years to life in prison. The jury had already found him guilty based on the evidence presented during the trial. But even after that verdict, Nicki publicly stood by her brother. She wrote a letter to the judge asking for leniency and describing Jelani as ________. That move shocked a lot of observers and sparked serious backlash online. And that's why critics say her recent comments about protecting children are raising eyebrows now. At the same time she's praising Donald Trump and calling him a role model, people are digging up years of old clips showing that her tone used to be the complete opposite. For a long time, Nicki openly criticized Trump, especially over immigration policies. She even referenced him in her music. On the track Black Barbies, she rapped, "Back when Trump first entered politics, Nicki also mocked him constantly on social media, joking about everything from his appearance to the way he tried speaking Spanish. Now that history is coming right back into the spotlight." People online are also digging up old moments that show just how different Nicki Minaj used to sound when talking about Donald Trump.
The bad ones. We have some bad people in this country that have to go out. We're going to get them out. We're going to secure the border. And once the border is secured, at a later date, we'll make a determination as to the rest. But we have some bad hombres here, and we're going to get them out.
One clip that keeps resurfacing comes from a video Trump gave during one of his immigration speeches, where he struggled while trying to pronounce the Spanish word for man. The clip quickly went viral back then. The bad ones. We have some bad people in this country that have to go out. We're going to get them out. We're going to secure the border. And once the border is secured, at a later date, Nicki reposted that video on Instagram. So the big question floating around the internet right now is simple. What actually happened in those few months that made Nicki Minaj suddenly flip her stance on Donald Trump? The shift has been so fast that even longtime fans are struggling to make sense of it. Nobody truly knows the full story yet, but that hasn't stopped social media from exploding with opinions. Some people think Nicki might just be going through a chaotic moment publicly, with critics saying the sudden political switch feels confusing and out of character. One fan even posted. Another user chimed in with their own reaction, writing ________. But there's also a completely different theory gaining traction online. Some commenters believe the change might be connected to the legal issues surrounding people close to her, including her brother Jelani Mirage and her husband Kenneth Petty. According to this speculation, the political shift could be part of a bigger strategy people are reading into. One user on X wrote, another replied directly to one of Nicki's posts defending Christians, adding, "Now the conversation is wide open and people everywhere are debating what this moment really means." Share your thoughts below and stay tuned so you don't miss the next update.